I should start a record label.
Then I could get some chicks! Tired of monkeys!
When I look at this game, I say to myself, how the fuck did it get to this? And the answer is, because the geniuses that did Crash Tag Team Racing think they have what it takes to spice up the Crash series with something new. Yeah, okay, Radical, take you and your only 3 good games and wake the fuck up. This is not a good game. In fact, this game is fucking terrible. And some fans of this game love to say, you hate this game because it's different. Why can't Crash try something new, you ungrateful fuck? Or, you're just blinded by nostalgia. Even though there are several games in a platforming series or any series that changed up the formula a little bit and people were fine with it, people enjoyed these games. Changing up the entire formula is a huge risk. Done right, it can be greatly appreciated. Done wrong, it'll bite a game in the ass. Look what the fuck happened to Bomberman Act Zero. Before we take a look at the story, we might as well take a look at the new character designs. And they are all horrible. They look more like OCs than actual characters in the Crash game. Crash looks like an orange douchebag. He looks like a Blink-182 fan. And tattoos? On Crash? Why? Just fucking why? Crunch looks like a furry fan art. Cortex looks like a fucking homeless crackhead. Who the fuck is that? Tiny? Why does he look and sound like that?
Crash, I really am cross with you. I'm just trying to do my job, and you go and cause all this chaos.
All of these designs are shit, but the worst one by far is Uka Uka. Seriously, what was Radical thinking? Or better question, were they even thinking? This looks nothing like Uka Uka. I can't even tell if it's actually him. At least I can tell that this is Aku Aku. The story is that Cortex is looking for a new magic called Mojo to create new mutants and to power up a big ass robot to destroy Wumpa Island. And he kidnaps Coco for some reason. Okay. So it's up to Crash to save Coco and to stop Cortex from destroying Wumpa Island. Midway through the story, Nina betrays Cortex to destroy shit herself. This story could work, but the problem is that Titans focuses more on being a comedy and failing than trying to at least explain some sort of story. I'll get more into detail later. Unlike most Crash games, which is a 3D hallway platformer, Titans is a 3D beat 'em up. And a very fucking bad one at that. Crash controls stiff in this game. Punching doesn't feel right, and look at this fucking running animation. He looks like he's running up to minors to tell them what they should be offended by. The combat in this game is terrible. All you have to do is button mash square. That's it. This gets repetitive quicker than you can fucking blink. And what's worse, that sometimes the game will make you stop to fuck up a shit ton of enemies and Titans, and you can't continue until they're all dead. So not only is it repetitive, but it's also tedious. The main selling point in this game is that Crash can jack Titans. He uses Aku Aku to take control of the Titans. Why does Crash need to learn this ability? How did he learn this ability? I have no fucking clue. The game doesn't even bother to tell you why. And why does Crash need to jack enemies anyway? He can fuck up big ass monsters and machinery by his lonesome. So why? Also, if you think the controls are bad enough, oh my fucking god, it gets even worse when you control Titans. They all feel either loose or even more sluggish. And what's worse, Titans can't jump, meaning you have to leave your Titan even if you only had him for 5 seconds. And sometimes there will be a fuck ton of invisible walls that will block your path when you're on your Titan, meaning that you have to give up your Titan before you even get to this thing. What's also annoying is that when you're fighting other Titans, they go in defense mode, but not you, making the gameplay a lot more slower because it's gonna take a while to kill a Titan if they keep going on defense mode. And also, as if this game isn't slow enough, this game loves to have a slow-mo moment of Crash taking control of the Titan. It doesn't happen every single time, but it happens a lot, out of fucking nowhere too. This is unnecessary. It might have been cool the first time, but it makes the game slower than it already is when you do it the 50th fucking time! When you get more mojo, you unlock a new ability. Spinning. Really? Are you trying to lose more fans? Spinning should have been there in the first place. Why unlock the most iconic thing Crash does? And he can also get dizzy. Why? Crash been spinning a lot since the very beginning. What the fuck is wrong with you, Radical? Did some bitch-ass nerd play tag team racing and spam square saying, yes, this is too much spinning. You're playing a Crash game, of course it's gonna be a lot of spinning. The gameplay is so fucking boring. It is honestly one of the most boring fucking games I ever played in my life. Armor Krog was more fun than this. I had more fun doing homework. And this game's also obnoxiously easy. And not easy but still fun like Twin Sanity and Crash 2. I mean, it's so fucking easy that it's boring. And it only gets even easier when you're playing co-op. Yes, co-op. It's not as fun as it sounds. The music in this game is a mixed bag. It's either pretty cool or fucking generic. The title theme is so fucking dull. The characters in this game. Remember my tag team racing review where I said that the characters are fucking obnoxious? In Titans, nothing changes from last time and they're even more fucking annoying. Not one character is likable. All of them get on my fucking nerves. And the humor? Good fucking god, the humor. I thought tag team racing's humor was bad. But you know what? At least with tag team racing, there's some variety in its humor and there's at least some that make me laugh. In Titans, none of the jokes laugh. Not one of them. They constantly throw joke after joke after joke and is trying way too fucking hard to be funny. Every joke is the same. The characters relying on their stupidity and stopping a serious scene just to say a dumbass remark. Rinse and fucking repeat. And what's worse is that the humor takes away any sort of suspense and intensity because the game can't go 5 seconds without forcing a damn joke. Granted, Twin Sanity had a lot of jokes, but that game had great writing, timing, has a wide variety of humor, and it didn't force any joke. They all came naturally. And Twin Sanity is also a way better game than this embarrassment. What else is there to say about Crash of the Titans? Although not the last Crash game to be released for a while, in my opinion, this was the straw that broke the camel's fucking back. The gameplay, the characters, the overall design, the pacing, the humor, I fucking loathe everything about this game and it's quite possibly one of, if not the worst Crash game along with Boom Bang. I can't tell which one I fucking hate more between the two, so they're both a tie. The Crash series was struggling. Sure, there were some games that were shit that sold great like Wrath of Cortex and Nitro Kart, and some that were good but didn't have all that good sales like Twin Sanity and Entrance. Titans has neither of those aspects. It's a horrible Crash game and it has shit sales despite being on a fuck ton of consoles. That's fucking sad. This is what killed the Bandicoot, and Activision and Sierra didn't know what the fuck to do with him because of the terrible decisions they made. And let's put the franchise aside, even if this wasn't a Crash game, it would still suck. The gameplay will still be dull and slow, the combat will still be repetitive, and the humor will still be obnoxious, so it's bad on both worlds. And what's worse is because of how shit Titans did critically and financially, nobody played Crash Mind or Mutant when it came out. I know what you guys are saying. Calm the fuck down. You're overreacting over a game you know it's shit. Maybe I am, but who cares? Because this game reached the franchise to a whole new level of low to the point where the series had to die. Nothing was working after Twin Sanity. Giving the series a break was what they needed because this game lost almost the entire Crash fanbase. No one came back from Mind or Mutant. If you like Titans, that's great. Opinions are opinions. I can't make you change your opinion because at the end of the day, it's just my dumbass opinion. But I'm tired of those who tell me, you have bad taste, you're a fake fan, you don't like the game because it's different and new, that's why it's good. Twin Sanity and Entrance are different and they're great games. What's this game's excuse? There is none. I could appreciate it for trying something new, if it worked, but in this case, it failed miserably. Crash of the Titans is a fucking joke and you should definitely skip this piece of shit. I hope the next game is better than this doo fuck, which isn't that hard. What's next?
And it's certainly not an evil plan. What do you think of that, audience?